everybody. First of all, Khalid, and thank you for this tremendous effort, and thank you also to your family, to your father and your brother, that you be a partner and that you help to build us the business here in Canada, and we are very happy to open the first store here in Toronto. I was asked this morning already a few times why now in Toronto. I said, we should be there, of course, since a few years, but therefore you need, as a brand, the right partner, you need the right spot, and we believe that we have here the right spot in Toronto, and we are happy to see the reaction of the customer, what Porsche Design is offering, and to know about Porsche Design, the best start I would recommend is that I tell you the story about Porsche Design, and to tell the story about the brand, it's always to look on a few products which explain very much what Porsche Design is. First of all, 1972, the founder Ferdinand Alexander Porsche was at this time the head of the design department of the car company. He already did his masterpiece in 1963 by creating the 911. He left the car company and built up his own brand, and he had not the idea to connect it with the car, but his name was Porsche, and so he named it Porsche Design. And but he take the same philosophy which we put in the 911, also what he started with the watches, with the sunglasses. First product ever for Porsche Design was the black chronograph. Today it's not a big revolution, it's just a black watch, but at this time it was the first black watch, because watches were per definition jewelries, and jewelries are per definition gold and silver. And he said, what is the real function of a watch? The real function of a watch is just to show the time. And if you are a designer, and if you are a Bauhaus student, and you think about form follows function, and develop the form follows function approach a little bit further like he did, it's very easy for a designer that you should use white indicators on a black dashboard. And what you can see, and this was in the 70s, a big hype with the first black watch. All the Formula 1 drivers, the pilot bought this watch. But his idea was not just to, let's do a cool watch, let's try a different color. It was always a functionality behind what he is doing. And this was a masterpiece in the watch industry. Another masterpiece was in 1980, the first titanium watch. Now today many of the Porsche Design watches are made of titanium. Why titanium? Because he said, why the watches are always so heavy? So heavy because they are made of stainless steel. Stainless steel is very heavy. Titanium is more stiff, is more light, and it's the only metal which is not interacting with the human skin. So for him, very natural to use titanium, and he was at this time inspired because Porsche Design also designed for the aerospace industries some interior, and so they're using the aerospace industry, they're using titanium in the end of the 70s, and so he started using titanium for the watches. One other masterpiece, and everybody of you should know or know this, is the Porsche Design interchangeable lens, 1978, and I can tell you a story which I believe you don't know. This form was not done by Porsche Design. Yes, it was done by US Air Force, 1956, for the pilots, produced by Ray-Ban. But until 1978, this pilot form was only used by the pilots, aviator, and this was a working tool in the cockpit. And you can never see this lovely lady in 1978 who are wearing to a nice outfit, this nice aviator, because the aviator was a working tool, like the helmet for the pilots. But he developed the form and the sunglass in a way that he said the form is perfect because it's protecting the eyes. But the ladies, they like different kind of colors, and that they not want the 70s, the colorful 70s, everybody used colored, and the bright yellows, the bright red, and so he started by offering this sunglass with interchangeable lenses in different. So if you have a raspberry dress, you can see, as our young lady here has a raspberry colored sunglass. This is number one. First of all, for the ladies, this was dedicated for the ladies. Second of all, you can have different kind of glasses in terms of it's winter time or summertime. Then you have the possibilities to have darker glasses, lighter glasses. And with this idea, together with the Yoko Ono glass, which was launched in 1979, which is a huge breakthrough, the Porsche Design sunglasses eyewear success started in the 80s, and he created the, let's say, he brought the aviator to the fashion lifestyle industry. So whatever Ferdinand Alexander Porsche did, he was always inspired by his philosophy. If you think about the function of a product long enough, this form sometimes becomes obvious. And this was the idea until now, and I want to show you a product which is from the actual range. This is our Bounce S. The idea of this Bounce S was to do a shoe for the business traveler, which you can have a run in the morning and wear in the bar in the evening to have a beer. And if you have a sneaker which you want also to use for running, and you use a regular cushion made of plastic, after 1 year the running shoe is too hard, you should not use it anymore. And to get along this challenge, we started to using a mechanical suspension, because with mechanical suspension it's lasting forever. And so you have a running shoe as a sneaker which you can use, and this was the idea behind. Now it's getting a big hype. We have to produce it in different colors, different mesh materials. It's the hottest cake, always sold out when we can come with the new collection. And now we come back to the Porsche design philosophy. This, let's say, outstanding, iconic suspension was not just to make, oh, let's do a cool sneaker, which looks different from the others. No, there is a clear functionality behind. And his philosophy was always to show the function. This is the approach for a Bauhaus designer. And so whatever Porsche Design is doing, they always thinking about rethinking the value of a product. And just another two products, fastest pen in the world, which a very simple product. Normally if you start writing, you take a pen in your hand, and then the problem starts. You start with finger exercising, you have to push a button, you have to screw something, you need your second hand. Very complicated, the pens. And if you just want to write, and this pen you take, you shake, then you can write. The mind comes out, and if you shake it back, it's going in. And this is a shake pen, very fast, very useful. This is Porsche Design, and and now we are happy that we have launching today the newest product. I think it is the best what's coming out if a German and a Canadian company sit together and think about a new product. Porsche Design started with the mobile phone already in 2007, where we launched our first aluminum mobile phone. Unfortunately, we had not the right partner in terms of the technologies inside, in terms of the software, and the smartphone market, as you know, is developed pretty fast, and we had a real problem. We had an idea, we thought that the customer wants a phone, but we had not the right partner, and therefore I want to thank you, Todd Wood. He is the head of design, the chief design officer of RIM, and we meet, I think, 2 years ago. We fly over to Waterloo. Todd knows, for God's sake, Porsche Design. He didn't thought that somebody from a car industry wants to make a phone. He knows the philosophy of Ferdinand Alexander Porsche. We sit together and we develop together this product which we'll launch today. Porsche Design smartphone P9981 by BlackBerry. All it's built on the technology of the Bolt 9900. It's the launch made of stainless steel, with a touch screen, and famous, and I don't have to tell you here in Canada, the monumentum of RIM of BlackBerry And yeah, I'm a BlackBerry user, I think, since more than 10 years, and so for me very obvious to touch in the first time the colleagues from RIM. So this is and what you can see here all about Porsche Design, and of course we started with the female products already, I think, in the 80s. Yeah, then it stopped for I don't know what reasons, and when I come to Porsche Design in 2007, and I spend most of the time at the retail with the customers, a lot of ladies asking me, hey, come on, what's in for us? Yeah, and we said, oh, we have some unisex sunglasses, we have some unisex brief bags, why do you not really do a real lady collection? And then we started with a very small collection with a product which we are very proud of.